Okay, so I have tried making this video like, I don't know, like 20 times. I've started over. So if I mess up, that's it. You guys get to see my mess ups. I tend to mess up. I'm human. I'm being me. So if I mess up, I mess up. Anyway, with that being said, this video is going to be a little different from all my other ones, being that it doesn't have anything to do with beauty or beauty products, curly hair, any of that stuff. It's actually more of a dating 101 video. I was on the phone with my daughter last night and she actually inspired me to make this video. So I just wanted to talk about a few things that us women do wrong in relationships. One being, I know a lot of you, I myself in the past have been guilty of doing this, as we center our universe around our man. Stop doing that. Ladies, you have to have a life outside of your man. You cannot depend on your man for your happiness. You have to be happy with yourself. If you center your world around him and base everything upon what he's doing or not doing, A, you're going to drive him away, and B, you're going to make yourself miserable. So don't do that. And the funny thing is a lot of you women that do this, do it with a man that you shouldn't even be with, that treats you like absolute caca. So, hey, stop. Find a life. Don't center your universe around a man, because it's not going to work. I don't care if you find a new hobby or what you have to do, hang out with your friends more. Don't center your life around your man. That is the most important thing that I have to tell you. I know so many women, even in their 40s, that do it. Like, they could be out with their girlfriends, we can be out having a great, fantastic time, and then their man calls with a text. He calls, or text rather, and then they stop, they leave, they run in their man's house, or they go home because their man's mad that they're out. You know, I'm not going to live that way, and ladies, you shouldn't live that way either. So that's the most important thing, is do not center your world around your man. That being said, don't be that last minute girl. For example, if he calls you on a Wednesday night, or even a Wednesday afternoon, if he calls you on a Wednesday and he says, hey, what are you doing tonight? Can I come over? Do you want to go see a movie? Do you want to go to dinner? Say no. Why? Because you have plans, whether it's going to dinner with your girlfriends, washing your hair, painting your nails, whatever it may be. Do not accept last minute dates, especially in the beginning, because the guy's gonna think that you're ready and available to him anytime he snaps his fingers, and you don't want to be that girl. And you should already have plans. If you were getting ready to sit down and watch a movie and he calls you, you have plans. You're getting ready to watch a movie. Do you need to tell him what you're doing? Absolutely not. So don't accept last minute dates. That's another big, huge rule that women break all the time. You want him to respect you and value your time. And if you tell him no a few times because you have plans, he's going to start making plans in advance. For example, if he does call you on that Wednesday and he's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? When you want to go to dinner? You'd be like, oh my God, I'd really like to see you, but I already have plans. And then chances are he's going to say, well, what are you doing tomorrow night or Friday night? And he's going to make plans in advance with you. So don't be the last minute girl. Another issue that I see women do is, and this goes back to basing your world around your guy, is they wait on him. Like they look at their phone, and I've been guilty of this. I shouldn't say they, because I've done it in the past. I'm 38 years old now, so I've learned a lot. I've been in a lot of relationships, so I've learned not to do this, but I've done it in the past, where you wake up in the morning, oh my God, I don't have a good morning text. Or, oh my God, it's noon and he hasn't texted me yet. Or, it's Wednesday and he hasn't asked to see me yet. And they focus, that's all they focus on. And that goes back to you have to have a life outside of your man. Because guess what? If you're waking up in the morning to go to the gym, or go to work, then go to the gym, or lunch with girlfriends, whatever it is, you're not going to think about it. You're not going to notice that he didn't text you. You're not going to notice that he didn't make plans with you for Friday night, because you already have plans. Like, you haven't thought about it. And what's going to happen is the guy is going to eventually chase you down and be like, hey, and then he might even start saying, what are you doing Wednesday and Friday? Or I want to be with you the whole weekend. So again, that goes back to have a life outside of your man. Another point that I want to make is if you're with a guy that treats you like shit, get rid of him. Ladies, I have so many friends that have been with guys that treat them like shit. I've been with guys that treated me like shit in the past. And the excuses us ladies make for staying with these guys are, I don't want to be alone, or I think he can change, or I'm not going to find anybody else, or I don't want him to be with anybody else. Let him go be with somebody else and treat them like shit. Chances are he's going to treat them like shit. And even if he doesn't, he wasn't good to you. You want to be happy. You want to find somebody that's good to you. Don't be with a guy that treats you like crap. Don't be with a guy that doesn't call you every day or that doesn't spend time with you. Because your time is valuable and you should be with somebody that makes you happy. Don't be with a guy that cheats on you. Don't be the pastime girl. There's like so many women that are with men that only call them a couple times a week for the booty call, or that may take them out to dinner so they can get the booty call later. Don't be that girl. If a guy's not giving you, if you like the guy and he's not giving you the time that you want and you're wanting a relationship, you need to get rid of him, because chances are 9 times out of 10 people don't change. If he's a cheater, he's going to be a cheater. If he'd rather be with his friends than spend time with you mostly, that's not going to change. He's always going to want to hang out with his friends. So get rid of the guy that treats you like shit. Another point that I have is, in the beginning of a relationship, don't pretend like you're okay with things that you're not okay with. Like, I know so many women that pretend to be something that they're not, or that eat salads all the time. Eat. If you like to eat, when you go on a date and you want a cheeseburger, get the cheeseburger, eh? Don't pretend to be something that you're not. Or if the guy says, hey, once a month I fly to Vegas with my buddies. Don't in the beginning be like, oh my God, that's cool, that sounds fun, that's great. And then 2 months, 3 months into the relationship, don't be like, I don't want you to go to Vegas, we're in a relationship, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Guess what? He told you that's what he did in the beginning. If you're not comfortable with things, let them know up front. Be honest, be yourself. I've learned that since I do this, men actually appreciate it, and I like for people to do, give me the same in return. I've seen it, like guys have done it to me. I was a bartender for years, and I've had guys that met me at the bar, for example, and then all of a sudden, 2 months into the relationship, they're like, oh, I don't want you bartending. Well, guess what? That's what I did when you met me. So basically, guys, girls, men, women, in the beginning of a relationship, or when you're dating, be yourself. Don't pretend to be something that you're not, because whatever it is you like or don't like is going to come out later in the relationship, and then it's going to cause a problem. So if you're yourself in the beginning, from the get-go, you don't have to worry about any of that. Don't play games. Just be yourself, and you're going to find that men and women appreciate it. So be yourself. And with that being said, that's about it. I don't want to go rant on and on and on. I made another video, and I've done this so many times. My voice is hoarse. Ladies, there are books for you to read, and my all-time favorite one is The Rules. And my best friend, Christina Newman, she has a YouTube channel too, anyway. She turned me on to that book, actually. She used to preach the rules to me. I finally learned it. But anyway, it's called The Rules, and I can't even tell you the author at the moment because I don't have the book. I bought it 3 times, and I've let people borrow it 3 times, and so now I don't have it because I never get it back. But anyway, it's like a little brown book. It says the rules on it. You can find it in the self-help section at the bookstore. I think every woman should read it, especially if you're single or you're newly dating, or even if you're in a relationship and you need to change it up a little bit. Another book that I do have is called Why Men Love Bitches. Now, is this book teaching you how to be a bitch? No, because nobody wants to be with a freaking bitch. But it's basically teaching you the rules. It's just written in a different way. So this is another great, fantastic book that I think you ladies should read. Yeah, so definitely read The Rules and Why Men Love Bitches. And I think that is it for now. This was so hard to make this video. Like I said, I've shot it over and over and over and over, and now my voice is hoarse and I am all done, and I know it wasn't perfect and there's mistakes. It was kind of my little rant. Yeah, So I guess that's it. I hope you ladies have a good evening and you enjoyed this random all over the place video.